Myself, Vikas. I'm currently working as a technical architect, and I have overall industry experience of more than 15 years now. And where I worked with many firms like Oracle, TCS, Cognizant, etc. Where like I was mostly looking into a very learning or maybe a thorough or a complete learning, and that's how I ended up. And I even had many researchers around like what are the other platform which is helping this one. And especially I chose Interview Kickstart over others is primarily because the content quality. I mean, many of the like even the more reliable forms like Reddit and all are claiming the same, and even I observed the same. So even the greatest thing is like we are getting that content lifetime free, and even it is like ever adding. There are lot of sessions and like that. Okay, so that so even it is more like a 10 50 Udemy courses or something like that. Even some other platforms or other learnings don't have that content. Okay, so that is what I'm really like I say. Maybe even I should say that even this curriculum is very wide, and even we should take, and even it is ever evolving also, right? We will be having a continuous effort onto this, and yeah, maybe like that's how I ended up in this. And even like even I say whatever the learning I have, so like I'm not even into the interview or any other further phases. Even I'm just completed 85% of the courses, and even I'm just putting that like the live train and like that mock interviews. That I'm getting into that stage now. But
Mm-hmm.
Even by this time, what I should feel is like what I'm feeling is like even the whatever the learning I had, even I'm applying on my current job like that. So and even I'm feeling very yeah, very positive about it and all. And even this generative AI and everything. Like even if I'm not onboarded to this AI specific or any such courses, even still there are a lot of courses coming around. Like this is something read to generate how you for the Gen AI readiness. A lot of content updates which will take you through the career path, even following all these things or similar patterns. So that's what I overall feel about this, and that's what about me also. Like primarily, I'm architecting a lot of solutions, and even yeah. So from the career, we don't get everything right handy, but even there are a lot of things which I did, and when I'm learning, like even yeah, there is another phase of it, and there are a lot of things which I haven't seen, like I haven't considered when I'm designing this application, especially the systems design. Unless we are learning the patterns, it will not be efficient. And even that confidence is there. Like even now, if I'm like even after that, also there are a couple of other coding interviews. Like that and all I'm clearing today. I'm not at all worried about that. Yeah. So those the status I'm currently in. Yeah. So, what I feel like, say, the industry, say maybe even the problem statement, like maybe if you are taking any industry, the banking or insurance or any tech industries, everything, the maybe the requirement is all about like providing the banking solution, everything, but the level at which the user want that experience is changing. The technology is also like the time I was joining, I feel like it was rapidly only with this Gen AI and the takeover, like it is like changing in a very large scale, and like even like we can do two things. Okay, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like either I can just flow with it, like even so something will come to my bucket, and I'll just go do some research and do that, and
Yeah.
maybe I could learn something, and even I can be prepared for this one, and this is the path I should take. Okay, so whenever I took such a decision, I had a very good and prominent results in my career as well. So that is what I felt like I finding the right platform, and say not only about the learning, like say unless we are getting my rewards back, even the learning and everything is useless. So I wanted a platform where I should get enough learning plus a reward out of it, whatever I learned. Okay, so that's how I ended up in this one. And also one another important thing, my criteria was like I cannot go with hundreds of courses. Like say maybe if I are taking one particular topic or
Mm-hmm.
a something I want to learn AI. Okay, so there are millions of courses out there. Okay, so the hardest part is like say maybe one particular course may fit. Like say even the teaching style, or some people doing more hands-on, some people more reliable with theory, like that and all. And other than anyway, hands-on is required, but at the same point, when you are completing one courses and completely switching over to another one with a different context, it will be very hard for us. And even there are continuous, and we then there should be overall tracking, the learning path, everything is missing. So this is a single place, like a thing we need. Okay, so this is something my analysis, and on top of that, say in addition to that, what I got was more about the like live classes, like what is hot in the industry. There are a lot of even there was a lot of cohorts. There are different learning paths and many other opportunities out there. So that is what as a as a top up or an additional perk I'm getting onto this. That's how I felt about this. One is the completeness of the course. Like say maybe when we are taking one particular topic, like primarily the focus was on the coding interviews, and then also something around the so it's not like maybe there are many other courses which comes and tells this is the problem, this is how I code, like that. So unlike learning the problem, say understanding the patterns of the problem, and say if you are understanding say some set of pattern, and it's not like teaching a problem solving, that it is setting a learning mindset of a thinking mindset, how we could effectively solve the problem. So otherwise what will happen, like even if you go to solving some problem which is in real case,
Mm-hmm.
then this cannot be applied, like even we don't think about it. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what I especially like, and also the completeness. Maybe if you are thinking about the systems design, even it is going to the very detail of this databases. Even it is covering like the curriculum update happening very periodically, and even say we have the places to test ourselves. Like it's everything available in a single point. Okay, and also the support we are getting. Like even I had issues or maybe the clarifications regarding the system design and other types. Then I just matter of booking an interview, and experts are available, and they are like they are coming to us, and they are helping us to solve the problem, thinking about it, and that also really good. That's what I. That's the key point. So maybe say when especially I'm into a consultancy, and our job is like up and downs are will be there. Okay, so that is the biggest challenge I also faced. Okay, so the only thing I did was I never compromised the way I'm, like I am not skipping, and even I'm not using a 2x kind of a way. But like I'm just like I know that the work will be up and down, but this is some kind of a learning for a lifetime or kind of thing. So I just put my efforts. I'm taking my notes. I'm revising, and I'm just keeping in touch with all these things. And even I have a bunch of notes already available about this training. And even whenever I feel like something is needed, I'm taking my test and I'm taking my revisions. So I just put like, but yeah, to be honest, like definitely. I'm not sure. Like initially, I just thought of just plugging. Like I'm also overestimated myself. Maybe like there are. It's a simple thing I am doing every day. So in 6 months, I can simply do it like that. But yeah, if you are putting some good amount of effort, yeah, 6 months is needed. Yeah, but definitely you have to put some well-defined hours on daily or weekly basis, and then you run. So there is no magic. That's the fundamental thing, which is
Right.
clear about this. Like it's just just orchestrating or facilitating something
Mm.
than doing some magic, or someone will be coming some miracle. Nothing is there. So it's all about what you have to do, and we are Interview Kickstart is facilitating everything. and then getting the right platform, right trainers, right experts. And even like there are like maybe Opcal session and are very popular. Even everyone will talk about. But even other than that, like recently I just ML system design. There are a lot of courses. Even in a live class 2.5 hours class, like there are live classes and everyone is joining. And even most of the courses are like say with a decent amount of planning, we could join. Even it is at 6:30 and all like in the morning. And
Mm-hmm.
even if someone couldn't join, even that is available in the same platform for everyone. Like that is some kind of a perk which you are getting for free or something. And say recently there are a lot of like even it's about the ML or a generative AI chosen by the applicant. Like everywhere the Gen AI is coming, right? And even for an architect like me, the Gen AI plugging into existing systems or maybe designing a new system, this is a very big problem. And even
Mm.
yeah, we could do a lot of research and all, and at the same time such a like a big expert class is available for us for free. And and we really feel like they are like, unlike they are just trying some tutorial material and learning, they have done the real project. That is very important. Like even if you look at Udemy or any other, say there are people who might be having done a lot of work, say, but in the most many of the most prominent courses, what I observe is like they are kind of completing the documentation style. Like they might have, if you're taking LangChain or anything, they will be covering the documentation. Like these all are the things you can do with the LangChain, and a very small project also. But other than doing that project, that is also needed. It's a good training, and even we could. But the fundamental, when it comes to the foundations, it's about how to think about that problem and how to approach that problem so that you can
Mm.
get even better solutions than using a single pattern and every time you put an ML, there is an LLM, nothing like that. So that is like I'm not sure how I express that difference, but it is very useful. Like even say maybe like even after support, like in that community channel, always this is available. It's not like it's limited to a very smaller audience or nothing like that. So even we are availing all these courses live, and I'm trying to not to miss. Even if I'm missing the live classes, I always try to join like cover it from the up level platform. So that is
Mm.
this
Okay.
live classes maybe even I'm just always special to me. So it's just a matter of planning my time, like, and also there will be upfront notifications, everything, and so
All
I've been
notifications.
fine. Yeah, like this Discord channel and everything is very active, so that I never felt like say definitely to cover a global audience, finding an appropriate time is hard. So, but it's okay. Like even we are also as a professionals, we do overlapping calls, right? So, and I think
Right.
even this is more convenient for me. Why? Because in the evening hours, even the work-related things and all, for Indian time, it's like all about waking up a bit early and
Mm-hmm.
planning and listening to a good live class in the as fresh in the morning is nothing like. So initially, when I onboarded this particular program, I felt like say maybe this is the best brush up. I'm already an architect. I'm even looking for a similar things and all. That is what that brush up program kind of thing. So it's not like rolling in onboarding to any program. So find the right program which fits better for.
Okay.
That is one thing. And also you should be preparing a time and maybe uh, practice that consistency, go with these things. And there are multiple sessions, like some people like in coding, so some, and coding is comparatively easy, like maybe you have everything available there. But when it comes to systems design, like you have to write up some more things where you have to prepare even more research, more better things you need to do. Those kind of things also will come to this. So each and everything needs this one, and also according to the stream they chose, there are things like they should learn, right? So, and also whenever it comes to the senior level profiles, it is very common that multiple streams will overlap. Some a lot of
Hmm.
DevOps will come, a lot of machine learning will come, generative AI will come, design will come. So it is very important. So maybe you can get this foundation strong here and always come and refresh and get this high-end facility. Like especially the hardest one is to get into that barrier of getting, like say you will never get. So I clearly forgot that to tell about the resume and kind of thing. So that is the hurdle. Like I say, maybe even for others, at least this is the learning path they know. But how
Hmm.
to get it in there, and even say maybe by the time they were aware of this, like you have to fine tune your resume, it has to be there. That is also very popular now. Like everyone with the generative AI developing their lot of resume, and even initially and also I developed one resume and I went ahead with that resume and I failed.
Hmm.
Why? Because like I say, it's not
And
like
you developed that resume, and then what?
I appeared one interview. Okay, and
Okay.
then the interviewer was specifically asking. So my intention was to get shortlisted into a profile. So I was putting all these fancy things into this. But it is very important that this is the resume after you are getting an interview. That is the resume they will be reading through. Okay, and even I
Right.
was hardly remembering these things what I have wrote there in my resume, and I kind of like tell like, okay, this is very promising things you said, like how you achieved it. Okay, and then this is pretty basic, how you have done that. Okay, so this is in common, have you really done like so. So that is an experience. It's not just getting into this one. So then I again consulted this resume things and all, and it's not about putting some high numbers and getting into there. So maybe you might be able to clear this the resume tracking things, but in reality there will be a interview and you cannot mock anything, right? You have to really
Hmm.
prepare those kind of things. So that is also very important. So like every day everything is a learning, like unless you are having. So that also, like even say this honesty of this interview Kickstart platform is also very important now. So whenever there is a such things, like even in that particular stages they say that, yeah, you don't for a tier one company, you say I also appeared for my list two of companies only there, and even
Hmm.
that didn't went well, like according to that. Then like I could even groom that resume further, and then so it's so there is nothing like a magic there. It's a path, you and they will facilitate everything, but getting things done is up to us. That's the key point everyone has to. I think even say in the day one itself, there will be a session right from that vendor, the founder, and there itself they will say everything. But yeah, but after extent only we realize it, like how this world, and like getting hiring into a fan for a good startup or a very good company where you can code and like feel positive is all about having. It's a different world, and we will get familiar with this
Hmm.
particular world, and it's absolutely worth it. But there are some analysis we need to do, and we have to be committed to ourselves about the time we are dedicating to this. And it's not about the 6 months or 1 year. It's a lifelong process. It's what I think. Every day we have to do this. Okay, yeah. So, like I onboarded to this interview Kickstart program around the 1 year back. Okay, so at that time, we like initially it was the coding rounds. Then, especially when it comes to the systems, the coding round, like say, yeah, I'm also doing a lot of coding. Like I also thought like I'm having a good logical, and it was appreciated. I'm doing right thing always. Okay, so when it comes to the coding, like I started thinking in a different way. Like I'm thinking like maybe say for example when whenever I'm writing some code, I started thinking, what is the data structure I should use? Okay, so it
Hmm.
is always a practice. I'm using a hash map or a dictionary or a list or something. So whether this is the right fit for here. Okay, so whenever I'm writing the loops, I'm thinking like, yeah, should we write this? Okay, or maybe I'm say. Many number of loops versus having so nested loops, how
Hmm.
different it is. Okay, and I'm always afraid of having too much lines of code, but it's too much, not too much lines of code. It's the coding, and the clean code is what matters. That is what, and
Hmm.
especially when it comes to the systems design, like even say maybe from the say like everywhere in the design, like I'm started thinking, like I'm also feeling like I'm thinking about all these 360-degree things of design, and that's how the coding. And even it is not, but verbally, like even earlier also, I was a good performer. But after this, even I like, yeah, I know you are like, even there are customer appreciations to me that saying like, I know I like your thinking or debugging strategy. Like that, it was
Wow.
there. So that really, so maybe it's not like I was good at that. It really enhanced my work, and even I put some steady dedication on it. And even there are work peaks and downs, and at that time I couldn't continue with the same pace. Those things happened for sure. So what I highly recommend everyone, like to find the consistency we should keep. That is the biggest demerit I have done. So whenever we are not keeping the consistency, the problem was like, then again, coming back to take a time test or a mock interview, we will feel like, no, I should revise again, I should reverse again,
Hmm.
like feeling I will come. So that consistency is very important. Like we either I should highly recommend a daily consistency, which I did initially, like I very prominent, and then a lot of workload, other things come, and we are getting exhausted. Those kind of things. Like okay, as I said, like this is a facilitation. What I feel, and we should put dedication. So there is no shortcut around it.
Sure,
So
sure.
no one can do that, right?
Yeah.
So that's so initially. Okay, so I started like this. Okay, so now with this generative AI and all, say curating a very good resume, even if there is nothing you have done, like prepare a very highlighting resume, like a very generic prompt will give you a template. Okay, and you can put some good pointers, like I have designed applications of that scale, like any value could be there. But and even it can get off obviously get a very high value, and even apart from all this generative AI stuff, like there will be a human intervention, right? So
Hmm.
there in that particular stage, like I say, resume, yeah, this is a wow resume, I know, like that. And I'm really curious how you have achieved that kind of a level like that, they are saying. So even so it should be humanly, like I say, maybe we can use AI as a tool to enhance our work, but it's all about. So then the exercise I have done is like, instead of relying on anything, I just noted down my work, so what I would like to highlight, and I could maybe some security or a data sensitivity related some good work I have done. I just wrote it simple words. Then I use these tools to enhance it into a very nice words, or even a prominent way. So
Hmm.
the first thing, like a first approach uh, is not something which helped me, but it was something like a human first, like our inputs, and AI is you hands these things. And also so there was a clear things like steps, like how the resume should run, and how many resumes you should keep, and you
Hmm.
should curate things, and how many applications you can send. And then again on other platforms, like how you could get the referrals, especially. And then definitely that say then especially, like I said, there are few key steps. Okay, so once the recruiter screening. Okay, so initially they were calling and offer negotiations. Like definitely, many people will like, "What is your?" Then again, some traditional answer like, "What is your range?" like questions and all. So even after attending these classes, we will feel really funny about the things we have done in the past. Like so, it's all about like maybe we are taking a pause, thinking about and preparing and then approaching a problem and or facing the problem and then finding the solution. That's the best thing about this. And yeah, that's also in there. Also, it is like everywhere coding around or a system design or resume profession, it is a 360-degree. That's what I feel special about it. Say you will see everything. Even if you want to further enhance, you can think about, but it will touch upon everything. That's what I feel about it.